Hey everyone. So I've been gone for a while, but I decided that I got some really cute new decks that I backed on Kickstarter a bit ago. So I thought I'd kind of go through and just do a little cute walkthrough of them. So this is the Reclaim Oracle. It's really amazing. It was sent in like a really non-descriptive box, and it came out with like confetti. So I don't know if she'll do that for non-Kickstarter orders, if she's doing non-Kickstarter orders, but I guess just like be aware of that. It like got all over everywhere. So that was kind of like not, it was like a cute gesture, but also like confetti is like herpes. It's hard to get away from. I feel like it's a horrible analogy. That makes it sound so bad. No, it was like a really loving and wonderful thing that she did. It was just like difficult to clean up. So just be like put something down if you that's like mess is like a thing for you. And she also sent these really cute and like loving thank you postcards, I would almost call them, or like it's just like a little snippet. And then she included it's basically homemade. It might have been homemade actually, because like the ink on the top of it smeared, and it's like a shadow work book, or like how to do shadow work, because the Reclaim Oracle, who would have thunk it, is mainly for shadow work. So look, let's get into that. I personally didn't get it for shadow work, though I think it's probably helpful for that purpose. I got this mostly because shadow work, of course, obviously deals with darker aspects of things, and I feel like in tarot it's difficult to get like precision in the darker aspects of like readings. When you're like using oracle and whatnot, things tend to be a bit more positive, and then you have to use like inversions for that, and like the world isn't positive, it's light and it's black. But yeah, so this is really cute. This is a book with definitions, and it's in that handwritten style, which is very nice, and I think is in vogue lately. So I have used this already with friends and myself. So this will be mixed up, but it's very thick, because as you can see, I have big hands, but like here's my hand, and like, um, you know, so you can tell. Let me make sure that you're like seeing this properly. Yeah, I'll zoom out a little bit. So yeah, this is what it looks like. It's very pretty. I mean, I like the art. It's definitely unique to the artist. It says, what if you were always whole? A unique oracle to heal your emotions, integrate your missing parts. Designed in Joshua Tree, made in China. Yeah. Marion Constantin, I believe, is the artist, but I can completely be wrong in that. I really don't know. But yeah, so like um here are the cards. I don't know if you can see, but this is strength. Some of them are inverted, just because again I was using this for myself and friends. We have revenge, trust, and I feel this works very well. I did a reading for myself about like what aspects of myself I needed to work on, which I guess is shadow work, isn't it? This is loneliness. And I felt it was very accurate for me, and very helpful. I might like give like a quick little poll just to show like how I would use this. So we have integrity, powerlessness, peace. And mind you, I don't, so like they have reversible backs, but I don't believe that the book actually has, yeah, the book does not have reversals in it. So I've been kind of using it in context, at least with myself. But when I use it for other people, and I'm just using this deck because I haven't incorporated it yet. I actually have not used it for what it was supposed to be used for. In my intention. I've used it for the intention that the artist did, but I just kind of was like, okay, it's either you're taking this too far or you're not incorporating this. And it's really just kind of dependent on the focus word. So you have fairness here. So if this is inverted, I'd probably say that you're either taking fairness to a point where you're over analyzing things, and trying to incorporate logic to a point that you're being unfair to yourself, or you're not at all taking other people into consideration, would be on the opposite end of that. And I think that definitely your intuition could be the guiding force for that. I don't know. It might be a situation with like another deck that I have where I have to just make my own guidebook for reversals and like use that, but we'll see where we are on that. I'm sorry, this is frustration. Absence. Gosh, I'm not wearing my glasses. Probably a bad idea for me to be doing this right now. Desire. I love this desire. Like people just going towards what they want, you know? I love it. It's a burst of it too. Boredom. Passion. I love this passion. It has a heart, but it's, you know, and it's especially near a woman's body. And I definitely think that speaks volume in our climate, especially, but it has a heart there as well as fire. And I think that's really cool because I definitely feel that passion can kind of get lumped into like a sexual energy all of the time. Then we have respect, and it's this person and she's respecting both parts of herself. I don't know. I just love this deck. I really do. Perseverance. And this isn't to say that I kind of made it sound like it's all negative cards. This is not like the Black Mirror Oracle, if that's something that you have. I think that's what it's called. That's mainly like negative cards. This one definitely has some like positive in it as well. Disconnection. Yes. Insecurity. I loved, and for me at least, like the imagery is on point. Like a lot of the times I'll like find things that in certain cards that I'm just like, ooh, I'm not really vibing with this, or ooh, this isn't what I'm living for entirely. But here, no, this is it. Like the shame. I love that the heart from passion is here, but it's covered with a snake and demons, and it's around this poor woman's, or we assume woman. We don't know, do we? I think, are there any masculines in here actually? Yeah, I think, ooh, I can actually tell. There might not be any masculines that I can tell. There seems to be like non-binary femme and just femme in general. Maybe as we go through, we'll notice the masculine. Like, I think there's a masculine here, maybe, but the like beings taking up space are feminine from what I can tell, and I think that's kind of cool too. So we have surrender here. Faith. All of this imagery is just so beautiful to me. And the cardstock is very, very good. It almost feels like a rose petal finish, but it's not as stiff, if you get my drift. Like rose petal, when you first get it, can kind of be horrible. At least for me, it was kind of horrible to shuffle with, especially with the litho deck. And it took me 6 months literally to get it to a point where I'm just like, yeah, let's go, let's go. Even though the art was so beautiful, it was just insane to shuffle with. But this is such great cardstock. It's amazing. And this was release, if I didn't say that. And I think, and this is impatience here. Making sure this is in frame. Got release, contempt, protection, fear, detachment, kindness. Oh my gosh. There's so much that you can take from this if you do intuitive reading too with this imagery. Appreciation, blame, and I'll read, I'll actually read blame because I got that for myself. Oh, shocker. And I think it's like it's really great. Just like her interpretations of everything. So we have support, security, loss, humility, attachment, freedom, jealousy. Oh my gosh. I'll be honest. So like when I was looking at this in Kickstarter, the art really did not call to me as much. I really was just like, okay, this is a lot of cards. This is a lot of like negative aspects. I really need this for my own tarot practice. A lot of times I use oracle cards as kind of like an insertion for needs that I need met. I'm not the best intuitive reader, so I really prefer if I have a deck in front of me that can kind of tell me what I need to know. And then I can build off of that by talking to the client, or if it's like an online reading, by just gauging the energy or the energies that are present within the arcana that are already there from the tarot. But looking at this now in front of me, I definitely would say this is one of my art decks. Like, this is beautiful to me. I love this deck so fracking much. We have resilience, and the imagery is so poignant, I would say. Confusion, stability. And again, these are upside down because I did a reading with it. I'm going to upload after this another deck that I had the fortune of being like, I'll do a walkthrough of this. Let's not like mess it up. But I immediately got this and I used it like the minute I got it, basically. Discouragement, forgiveness. So I am noticing, I don't know if you guys are, I've barely used this and it's already kind of like staining. And I think that's just because it's matte black. And I think it's totally fine. I still love the cardstock. It's just something I have to be aware of. Unworthiness. Ooh, it's such good imagery. Confidence, love, power. I love this power. It's so cool. Like I could get a tattoo of that, honestly. Guilt. And I don't have any tattoos, mind you, so I guess that gives like a little more weight. I don't know. Control. Hope. So yeah, in reverse, this could be like hopelessness, being overly hopeful. Injustice. Hate. And I feel like you can get so much out of these, you know? This imagery is just so amazing. Change. Disappointment. Pride. And honestly, when I gave myself a reading with this, it definitely felt like I was giving myself therapy in a way, which I think is supposed to be helpful. The way that the cards were able to pinpoint aspects of myself that definitely are things I need to work on was very, 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 very jarring as much as it was empowering. I don't know. At least for me, when I'm able to give a name to something or give a lens to something, I'm able to study it and then on it and I'm able to work with it. Whereas if I'm just fighting in the dark, I'm kind of just like hoping something sticks. And to me, I don't know, it's easier if I have something there that I have tools for that specific problem rather than like trying to use a skeleton key and like jangling it around with a lock or something like that. So we have betrayal, anger, sincerity. That's so interesting. Rage. I love this deck so much. It reminds me a lot of another deck. It's like Be Your Own Princess, I think. I want to say it's in here. I'm literally staring at it, but I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read I can't read the print. Oh, what a time to be blind. Believe in your own magic. That's what it is. Believe in your own magic. I'm like able to see like key letters and my memory is like piecing it together. Anyway, this isn't relevant to this. So we have denial, humiliation, despair, joy, scarcity, lust, worry, oh, grief. You know, because you're crying because something is left or died. So the death is in your brain and it's like, oh my gosh, just, oh, it's yes. It's just yes, obviously. Defeat. Arrogance. Inhibition. Sadness. Purpose. Acceptance. And obviously there are quite a few cards in this deck. Like this isn't even all of them, and again, it's very, very thick. Oh wow, didn't even notice that. But like, it's strange. It looked like it was part of the same thing. Again, this isn't in order though, so it's just like a weird side effect. But either way, patience, validation, regret, success, closure, courage, criticism. And if I remember correctly, criticism and insecurity both have a similar imagery. So this is like a hierarchical system, whereas insecurity just had them like balancing on it. So I love how that like kind of intertwines, whereas insecurity, sorry, and criticism kind of are like hand in hand in a way. So again, just love the imagery, and I love how it's like together. Curiosity. I love the vaginal imagery. Oh, am I allowed to say that? Vulvic imagery here for curiosity. Stillness. Presence. Resentment. Connection. Envy. Ooh. Expression, I think. Explosion. Expression, I want to say. And wealth. Okay. So I'm just going to like show how I do it. Shuffle it a little bit. Try to do reading with this, because I feel like it reads really well. So this is not going to be for anything in particular, so I don't even know why I'm trying to make it something in particular. So we got betrayal here. Change. And pride. So, and then underscoring that we have resilience. Oh wow, this goes really well together. So like underscoring everything that's happening here, we have this resilience, and the resilience is to be able to change and accept when someone has betrayed us. Even though it hurts our pride, we still have to accept that this thing has happened to us and move forward. We have to get out of the belly of the snake. Resilience is what is important here. Even though we may be losing a part of ourselves in this process, we can regrow it. We can re-put energy to it. We just need to understand that just like maybe one of these plants have been eviscerated or pulled out from the root, if there's even the tiniest bit of root left, it can regrow, you know, unless there's root rot, in which case, you know, sometimes betrayal or hurt is just hurt, you know, and it festers. But the cards here are calling to you again to help try to get out of this situation, to come out from the snake's belly. So yeah, that was really perfect. I was really scared we we're going to get random cards because there was no energy that was being tuned into. Oh my gosh, and then we have defeat. Perfect. Oh, I really should not have done this without my glasses. This is going to be, it's going to be great. Defeat is giving up before I get started. It's believing I can't, so why bother trying? It's burying my dream because it hurts too much to think that I could, oh dear, fail, I want to say, at bringing it to life. It's looking at myself and only seeing the scars while I miss out on the light that runs under the rain, I want to say. I don't know if you guys can read that. So it is in cursive. I can read cursive normally, but B's and L's and S's and R's right now kind of look the same, so it was a guessing game. Oh wow, that rhymed. But either way, that was kind of like a snippet from this booklet. I felt, and I still feel that this booklet is like really, really nice and really put together. I also love that, again, it came with another booklet that teaches you how to do shadow work, and it's pretty expansive as well. I didn't include that because, again, this is like from a Kickstarter edition. So if this is going to be sold outside of that, I don't really know what's going to be included in that. So I just wanted to give like bare minimum what I for sure know will be included, or I for sure assume will be included. And that's like the box, the deck that's here, and the deck that's here, the booklet that's here, and the deck. Those are the things I for sure know will be included, or at least I assume would be included. I don't know why they wouldn't be. And then I'm trying to see if I can see how many cards are in this deck. Usually it tells you, but I'm not seeing it. It's a lot. I would guesstimate maybe like 70-ish, maybe a little more, a little less. And then here are the backs again. They're fully reversible. Just mind you, the deck only comes with an upright, so you will have to intuitively or logically, or however you want to do it, figure out your own interpretations for reversals. But I hope you enjoyed this so much, and I truly did, so thank you for watching.